Shalom. Call halal Yahawah by Shem Shai by Hashem Rakak Padash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers. To the scattered elect. Yahawah included. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, just coming at you with another lesson. And this lesson is going to be about salvation being only for Israel, and how these Christians and these other people, these other nations have no understanding about the scriptures and what's going on. All right, so I'm going to start in the book of Exodus and read down to about the 18th verse, and grab a couple precepts along the way. Won't be a long lesson, but Yahawah Ratazai will be edifying. All right, so just to set the stage of what's going on, the Egyptians have just been destroyed, which is which America is also spiritually Egypt. All right. Okay, so Exodus 15:1. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto Yahawah, and spake, saying, I will sing unto Yahawah, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. Yahawah is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation. He is my power. I will prepare him an habitation, my father's power, and I will exalt him. All right. Verse 3. Yahawah is a man of war, and Yahawah is his name. Just a couple precepts I want to grab, just to confirm that, because people think that God is all love and the Lord is a man of war. He's a power of war who will fight for his people and give them the strength and the power to fight themselves. This is Exodus 6:3. And I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob by the name and by my name, and it says Jehovah, but the YHWH does not say that. In the letter G, the letter E, the letter O, and the letter V were non-existent, and they don't exist in Hebrew. My name is Yahawah. Was I not known to them? So he declared his name, man. And he is a power of war. All right. Next scripture is Revelation 19:11. All right. Because remember, Revelation is the end game. What happens in the end. And you find that he's the same power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Jacob's 12 sons and their descendants in Revelation. It didn't change and everybody got included. Everybody is included are those scatters that are scattered among the heathen. All right, because whether they are 1/3 or 2/3, they're still Israelites. This is Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. So the Lord is coming back for war. And who's going to do it? His right hand, which is Yahawah Shai, the Grim Reaper, the ultimate. All right. Let's grab Isaiah 11:4 real quick. Yes, Isaiah 11:4, and it reads, But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove the equity for the meek of the earth. Who are the poor and the meek of the earth? The Israelites. There's no one poor or more meek. All right. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips he shall slay the wicked. And the wicked is anyone who's against Yahawah Shai. But there is a nation, a race of people referred to as the wicked, and that's these E's. That's E. And truthfully, to be truthful, they know they're the wicked. All right? They just don't want to admit it, but they know. Back into Exodus, the 15th chapter, starting in verse 4. Pharaoh's chariots and his hosts hath he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. So the Lord killed this whole army, man. But, people still want to think that the Lord has changed when the scriptures say he changes not. As a matter of fact, let's get that. I think that's in Malachi. I know it's one in Hebrews 13. It says, he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. But I believe that's Malachi. Yep. It says, for I am Yahawah, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. See? So the Lord changes not, and he promised that Jacob wouldn't be consumed. He didn't say that about anybody else when that fire and that destruction comes, man. And not only the sons of Jacob, but the elect of Jacob, All right? Just check a precept before I go back to reading. Nah, no need to read that. Back into Exodus. All right, and it says, the depths have covered them, they sink unto the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, which is Yahawah Shai, O Yahawah, become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Yahawah, have dashed in pieces the enemy. And he's also gonna get complete rulership over the enemy. All right? Because that enemy is broken down in Psalms. As a matter of fact, let's go to the book of Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 118 and 15. Right, and it says the voice of the rejoicing and salvation is in the tabernacles of the righteous. The righteous is the Israelites only. And the right hand of Yahawah doeth valiantly. Right? The right hand of Yahawah is exalted. The right hand of Yahawah doeth valiantly. All right? And there it is, man. Verse 7. In the greatness of thy excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sentest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as stubble. And I can't wait till the Lord creates stubble of this wicked place, in this wicked kingdom, which goes against the law, statutes, and commandments, against the ways of the Bible. All right, and with a continual oppression of his people, and his people are so well conditioned in their oppression. A lot of them don't even know they're oppressed. They're just miserable. It's to the point where even Esau is even oppressing his own people. Everyone is oppressed, like the scripture says. When the wicked ruleth, the people mourn, and the whole world is in mourning, man. That's why it's uprisings all over the earth. Okay. Jumping down to verse 11, they're going to continue from there. Who is like unto thee, O Yahawah, among the gods? Who is like thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? And the answer is no one. There is no one. There is no other God. There is no other power. Thou stretchest out thy right hand, and the earth swallowed them. Thou in mercy hast led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. All right, only Israel was redeemed, man. Nobody else. Okay. And thou hast gilded them in the strength unto thy holy habitation. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold of the inhabitants of Palestina, which was the Philistines, to the point to where they're not even there anymore. You got Ishmaelites in Palestine calling themselves Palestinians. Okay? Who were put there back in the time of Muhammad, when Muhammad took over. All right? That's not their land. You know, it's been parted between them and the Edomites, and that's funny because they're next. It says, the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. The mighty men of Moab shall take hold upon them, and the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. So, matter of fact, when all those people are listed in Psalms 83, the list of the enemies of the Most High Power and his people. All right? Fear and dread shall fall upon them by the greatness of thine arm. So tell me this, it's in verse 15, it says the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. All right. Why? You have to ask yourself. We just got freed from servitude among the Egyptians. Why would they be happy? Why? Because they hate us. We're the natural born enemies. And when you go back to the book of Deuteronomy, it says that 2 nations shall be in thy womb. 2 manner of people that shall be separated. So even though we came out of the same waters, we're still with 2 different nations that have a natural disdain for one another. And that's beginning to show more and more in these last days. All right. Verse 16, fear and dread shall fall upon them by the greatness of thine arm, and thou shalt be as still as a stone till they pass over, O Yahawah, till the people pass over, which thou hast purchased. And we passed over the waters to safety, and the elect this time are gonna get safety through the chariots of Israel when the day of destruction comes, in the day of the Lord. All right. As a matter of fact, they feared. Let's get some more examples of that. Let's go to Exodus 19:5. I'll have to wrap it up here with these last couple of precepts. And it says, now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for the earth is mine. For all the earth is mine. So Israel is above all the people on the face of the earth, man. The law, statutes, and commandments were only given to them, which the Amalekites keepeth not, even though they claim to be the people of Israel this day. This is Joshua. Let's go to Joshua 2:9. And it says, and she said unto them, I know that Yahawah have given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. And that's going to happen again, man. The Lord's going to show himself. That's when it says, in the day of our power, our people shall be willing, man. These rebellious women, these rebellious Israelites that want to cleave unto the world and not cleave unto the ways of the Bible, and allow themselves to have sorrow because they don't live like Esau lives. All right, or they want to live like the Kardashians, you know, which we know that they all been ran through, you know, more than the track of the track meet, you know, that's been open for 30 years. No matter how many runners have ran through, you know, they want to live like the heathen, man, and don't want to humble down and get in their place, or accept that this isn't our rest. They want to live. They want their heaven now, man. And this isn't the time for that. This isn't the time for family time and all that. This is the time to serve the Lord. Bite down on something bent and grared until it's over. Point blank. Period, man. Let's grab another precept before we finish. This is Isaiah. Because the Lord's coming back to smite, man. He's going to send Yahawah to wreak havoc on this place. Because that's his right hand. And all power is going to be given unto him, and all the nations are going to bow to him. This is Isaiah 43:1. But now thus saith Yahawah, that created thee, O Jacob, and formed thee, O Israel. Fear not, I have redeemed thee, and I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine. We've been called by the name Yasharallah. All right, we're called by his name. All right, Jacob's name was changed to Israel. All right, and we're the only people on the face of the earth who the Father and the Son's name are in our name. Yahawah, Yahawah Shai, and Yasharallah. All right, he is. All right, he is the Savior, and he is a prince of the power. What power? Those two powers previously mentioned. See A and B. All right, real quick, let's get it. Matter of fact, let's go to Joel real quick, 2:27. All right, because we didn't follow law, statutes, commandments, and we paid, but yet the Lord is going to redeem his elect. And Joel 2:27, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I am Yahawah your power, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed. There it is, man. Point blank, period. And we already read Malachi where it said he changes not, and then it was followed up in Hebrews, I believe it's 13:8. For you New Testament, clowns that want to say that the Old Testament is done away with, the laws are done away with. You have to be out of your damn mind. You can't read. Verse 17, thou shalt bring them in and plant them in the mountain of thine inheritance, in the place, O Yahawah, which thou hast made for thee to dwell. In Lamentations 5:2, it says that our heritage is given unto strangers, man, our inheritance. Our inheritance is the land of Israel, and Israel is in the hand of Amalekites, in the hand of Edomites, man. And it's been parted by the heathen, just like the prophecy said it would in Joel. With that, I'm gonna give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahawah Shai and Shalom. Wa'abababal.